So now let us apply the same first law of reflection for curved surface. Take an incident ray here. So I have taken an incident ray. So here, so in the first point we have drawn incident ray, and in the second point we have to draw normal here. So here you know that any line that drawn from center of curvature to the point of incidence is called normal. So for this, so this is what normal. So this incident ray making some angle with the normal, this is nothing but angle of incidence. So after that we have to incident ray drawn, normal drawn. Now we have to draw reflected ray such that angle of incidence is equal to angle of R. So angle of incidence is this much. So we have to draw, this is what reflected ray. So it also making the same angle, which is nothing but angle of reflection. So in this way we have to draw a reflected ray to a incident ray. This ray is parallel to this principal axis, so this is also known as parallel ray. This is also known as parallel ray. So how do we get, another question, how do we get parallel ray? How do we get this is a small block upon which I have put two pins, and behind this I have put a candle. So here this is what source of light, source of light which is near. So I am taking another case. So here source of light far away. So here when the source of light is nearer to the object, when the source of light is nearer to the object, here you will get the shadow will be like this. So here, so even the objects are parallel, but the shadows are not parallel here. The shadows are not parallel. The reason is when the source of light is kept near, then the angle of divergence increase. The angle of divergence increases. This is the reason we don't get parallel shadows. We get unparalleled shadows. Got me. So in this case, we have kept the source far away. So when you kept the source far away, the angle of the angle of divergence reduced. The angle of divergence reduced. As a result, we get parallel shadows. So these are what parallel shadows. So from this activity, we can say that so to get a parallel ray, the source of light must be far away. So what is it? So and it must be off. The source of light must be of sufficient intensity. You know that there must be some. This is in this way we get parallel rays. We get parallel rays for. So what are the in this way we get parallel shadows like this. So this is what concave mirror, and this is non-reflecting surface. This is what non-reflecting surface. So you know that, so the midpoint of the concave mirror is called pole, and this is its center of curvature. So the line passing through pole and center of curvature is nothing but principal axis. What is it? Principal axis. In this experiment we need another thing, which is nothing but a white sheet of paper. So what is it? A white sheet of paper. This white paper acts as a this this white paper acts as a screen. So what is it? This white paper acts as a, so we are using this white paper as a screen in this experiment. So here hold a concave mirror, so like this. So here you have to take care that, so consider the sun, there is sun. So we have to place the, we have to hold the concave mirror such that the sunlight falls on it. Okay, you know that the light coming from sun is always parallel to, all the rays, sun rays are parallel to the principal axis. So that's the reason I am taking two parallel rays. So this is the, so first parallel ray, this is what second parallel. So here below the principal axis I am taking another two parallel rays. So this is one and this is another parallel rays. So all these are what the parallel rays that are coming from sun. So what are these? Parallel rays. Okay. So here we have taken a paper and this paper acts as a screen. So what you need to do is, so you have to place the paper here. You have to place paper here and you have to move the paper towards the concave mirror. So here I am, so here this pen is acts like a paper. Consider this pen is a paper and we are moving this paper towards the concave mirror. So while you are moving, so you have to observe the, you have to observe on the white paper. So at one particular point, you will find a brightest, smallest spot on the paper. So here what you need to do, you have to place the paper somewhere here and you have to move this paper towards the concave mirror. So while you are moving this paper towards the concave mirror, you will find some brightest, smallest spot on the paper. That smallest, brightest spot is nothing but the image of the sun. So here what is that? The smallest, brightest spot is nothing but the image of the sun. And this particular point, at which point the smallest, brightest image of the sun is found, that point is called the focus of this concave mirror. So in this way we can find out the image of the sun and we can find the focus of a concave mirror. So here now let us see. So this is the whole experiment. Now we will discuss this experiment with the help of a ray diagram. So here I have taken some parallel rays that are coming from the sun. You know that every parallel ray will get reflected. Every parallel ray will get reflected. So here I have taken this parallel ray. So to draw a reflected ray, you must draw a normal. To draw a reflected ray to a parallel ray, you must draw a normal. So a normal always be, so you have to draw a normal from the center of curvature to the point of incidence. This is the point of incidence, this is center of curvature. Now, so I am drawing normal, see like this. This is what? Normal. So this is angle of incidence. With the same angle, you have to draw the angle of we have to draw the reflected ray here. So this is the this is what reflected ray for the first. So now if you do the same thing, if you do the same thing to the second ray, so what you have to do, you have to draw the normal. So the normal is always drawn from center of curvature, to point of incidence. So this is the angle of incidence. With the same angle, you have to draw that reflected. Okay, done. Now this is first parallel race, second parallel race. Here this is a third. This is fourth. This is fifth. So here the third parallel ray, the incident normally, so it will be reflected back. It will be reflected back in the same path. And this is the fourth parallel ray. So for this you have to draw the normal like this from point of incidence to center of. So it will be reflected like this. And for the fourth ray, we have to draw the normal like this. So from point of incidence to center of curvature. Now we have to draw the reflected ray. So by making the same angle. So here, so you will get image where all the reflected rays meet. So if you see all the reflected rays, all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reflected rays meet at this point. This particular point is called focus. This particular point is called focus of this concave mirror. So here at this point you will obtain the image of the sun. So thus by using this experiment we can find out the focus of a concave mirror. So here focus is the midpoint of center of curvature and pole. So the distance between pole to focus is equal to the distance between focus to center of curvature. That means you know that PF, the distance between pole and focus, is equal to the distance between focus and center of curvature, which is nothing but equals to F, where F is nothing but focal length. So we know that CP equals to R. We know that CP equals to R. That implies CP equal to CF plus FP. CP equal to CF from here to here, FP here to here. Or you can also write it as PF. So you know that CF is equal to small f and PF is also equal to small f. So that implies f plus f becomes 2f. Therefore, or radius of curvature equal to 2 times focal